My body stayed in compensatory shock for that hour that it took. And but I was losing blood, and then I got to the hospital, and my body couldn't hold compensatory shock anymore, and I went straight into end stage hemorrhagic shock, which is you're dead in 10 or 15 minutes, right? And I went off a fucking cliff right as we got to the hospital. And they estimate my blood pressure was 60/40, which is like rock bottom. They estimate I lost like 2/3 of my blood. If you lose more than 2/3, even if they transfuse you and top you off with full complement of blood, they pump it into you. If you lose that much blood, there's complications that happen with coagulants and all kinds of things like that that will kill you. So people can die of blood loss with a full complement of blood that they've gotten from transfusions, just because this chemical process gets initiated and they can't reverse it, right? And that starts to happen when you've lost 2/3 of your blood, which is right where I was at, right? 10 minutes later, I'd have been dead. And so they rushed me into the trauma bay, and the doctors knew immediately what was going on. And one doctor had this sort of large gauge needle, and she asked my permission. I had no idea I was dying, right? And he asked my permission to stick it through my neck into my jugular, which didn't look like a lot of fun. And I was like, really? Is this totally necessary? Like, do we really need to do this? I was like, why? Like, in case there's an emergency? And he was like, no, this is the emergency. Like, I had no idea, right? I'm 10 minutes from dead. I have no idea I'm dying. Zero, right? Thank God, because I would have been terrified, and I would have been thinking about my family, and I would, I mean, please,
Yeah.
you don't want that, right? And so he said, this is the emergency. I was like, well, if you say so, go ahead, have at it, right?